Hello and welcome to Amethyst Star Crafting. My name is Jane Ormark and I'm a UK independent Stampin' Up demonstrator. And we are almost at the end of our back-to-back handmade Christmas gifts and ideas. And first of all, I'd like to thank everybody for all their support and their lovely comments. It's been great fun doing this series and we're on number 23. So we're almost there. Today we're making a very simple little idea, but it is just so sweet. Another thing for hanging on the tree, and you can put a variety of things in it. So we need a piece of, and we're doing the classic Christmas because we've had the classic Christmas right the way through, and we've still got lots of the designer series paper left. So it just shows how much you can make out of one pack of paper. And this is 6x6 paper. So the piece that we need is 5 1/4 inches by 3 inches. So you can get 2 out of one sheet. However, I'm doing 2 different colours because I wanted to do them festive for hanging on the tree. So we need to take our scoreboard, and let me just get the scoreboard in, and I will do both pieces because they are something that I'm going to be doing anyway. And we're going to have this pretty side on this one, so whatever side you want, face it upwards. And on the 5 1/4 inch side, we are going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. We're going to score it at 2 1/2 inches. We're going to score it at 3 1/4 inches. And we're going to score it at 5 inches. Then we're going to rotate it onto the short side, which is the 3 inch side, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch. And we're going to score it at 2 5/8 of an inch. So count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's just 1 over the 2 1/2 inches. Okay, so we'll do that again. So on the 5 1/4 inch side, we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch, 2 1/2 inches, 3 1/4 inches, and 5 inches. Turn it round, and we're going to score it at 3/4 of an inch, and 2 5/8 of an inch, which is just 1 over the 2 1/2. And that's all the scoring that we need to do. So you can make quite a few of them, and again, they're lovely little things for hanging on the tree. So we then need to take our bone folder, and we are going to fold it along the score lines. So I'm just going to fold it along the score lines. There's a little tiny one on here, so just be careful of folding that one across. And then this one. And this one. And this one, and then we'll take the other one and we'll do exactly the same thing. So I'm just looking to see where I've put my bone folder. I've been doing so many different projects and things. I've got quite a lot on my desk, so while I'm folding this in, I'm just going to look and see. Here we are. I've got my bone folder in on here, so I can do this. So this little tiny piece, you just need to be careful folding this one in, and then I tend to do it with my fingers first and then just reinforce them. with the bone folder. So we've got those. So I can then take my bone folder and just reinforce those creases. Reinforcing creases does make things, when you put them together, they secure far better if you've given them a good crease with the bone folder. And you can do this actually any size you want, but it's quite nice to do just these tiny weeny little ones which only use up a small amount of paper, and again are just nice things for decorating the tree. I love having little hanging things on my tree, and I think if they're handmade they just are a little bit better. Okay, so we now have and I've just realized that my tree is going to be hanging upside down, so my pine needles on this are going to be upside down, but never mind, it'll be fine. So this tiny little strip here we are going to fold back on itself. Okay, so let's take this on both of them, and this piece is going to fold back on itself. Okay, so we need two along the bottom, so you've got the tiny little piece at the top and you've got the bigger piece at the bottom, and then we're just going to take our scissors and we're going to remove this little bottom piece at the bottom because we don't need that in at all. So we can remove that one, and then we're just going to cut up the other ones. So just cut them up. Like this, and then I'm just going to do a tiny little wedge out of them, not a big wedge, just a little one, because it just helped close it up just a little bit. Okay, so that's our long one and that's our little one, and we just need to take just a little tiny wedge out of there. Okay, so we're going to have the second one is going to be an upside down Christmas tree, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cheat a little bit on this, and I'm going to turn it round the other way, and I am going to fold it the opposite way, because otherwise I really don't think I want to have a Christmas tree that is upside down. So let's put this coming up this way, so we've just got the pattern pieces on this. Okay, so again with this piece, this is going to fold back this way, and then we'll have the Christmas trees facing the right way, which is quite fun. So this one again exactly the same, we're just going to cut up the little score lines. It's quite difficult on this paper to see them. Here we go. So I'm just trying to get it up on those little pieces, and again this tiny little bit on this side we just need to take out. But they are very quick, simple little ideas, and then as I say, we're just going to, it's fine now that I've got it, we're just going to just wedge these pieces in just a bit, and just by wedging them it does make things close just a little bit neater. So one on there and one on there. Okay, so those are our little tiny scrappy bits that are left over, and then we are going to, what we need to do is we need to glue this piece at the top down. So I'm going to do it with wet glue. You can do it with whatever you want, but I find that wet glue is, for me, is the easiest thing to use. So I'm just going to take a little bit of wet glue on that and then just fold that over. And while that's drying, I'm going to take the other side and just give a little bit of wet glue on here and just fold that one over like that. And again, if you take your bone folder, it just helps the glue to just adhere. So there we go. Okay, then it is a matter of just gluing this side in onto there. So we can just put a little bit of glue just down in on there. Make sure we folded that nicely. And again, I'm using wet glue because I find it always sticks very well for me. So I must admit I do like using wet glue. And then we're just going to push this piece, which will fold in quite nicely, down on there and just stick that in. So that's that one. While that's waiting, we can just do this one as well. So this little piece comes in like this, and again just fold it in on itself and tuck this piece back in on here, and just give it a nice burnish, and then that just makes sure that the glue sticks nicely. Okay, so we can then open it up, and we're going to take that's our little back seam. So we want the back of this to come down. So we're literally just going to put the two sides in. We'll have a little bit of glue on here, and we really don't need a lot. So just a little bit on to stick that down. And then a little bit of glue on the other side. And this is why I like the wet glue, because it takes a moment to go off, so that it means that you can close it down and then just make sure that you've got it centered. So you can see here I'm just centering up the box, and then you can put your bone folder inside and just give it a crease down, but that makes sure that you get a square box, because what you don't want is for it to be completely sort of upside down. So again, exactly the same with this one. Just fold it back so that it's square. Make sure you find your little back seam here. So we'll tuck these two down. We'll take a little bit of glue on here like this. That one can go in that way. Turn it round, take a little bit of glue on the other side. That can go down on there. And again, take it up so that it's centered. So that when you turn it round this way, you can put your glue down in there, and you've got it nice and centered in on the bottom. Just got a little bit that's just protruding over here, so I'm just going to trim that off with some scissors. There we go. Okay, and then all you need to do is to literally just pinch the sides in at the top and close it, and then you'll see as it comes down the bottom, you just have a nice little closure on that. So that's one, and exactly the same on the other. Just pinch your fingers in on the center piece and close it up. And this is exactly the same way that you would make the two-sided bags although this you're doing it just out of one piece of paper. So the next thing we're going to do is we are going to take our hole punch, whatever hole punch you want. I've got my crocodile, and because this is quite a small piece, you're literally just going to go through in on the center and punch yourself a little hole. So we'll do the other one. Take it in on the center, and again you can eyeball it and just punch yourself a little hole. So you've got two little holes in there, and we're going to decorate. I've done some decoration for one, and I've taken, this is the lovely little bow from the gift wrap. Let me get the stamp set out. Now we've got these lovely bows that we've used on a few things that you punch out with the coordinating punch, but this lovely little one is really perfect for doing a 3-layered, like a little decoupage one. So what I've done is I've stamped it 3 times, I've cut out the hole shape once, I've then just cut out the center one once, and then I've cut out the little tiny one in the center. This actually fits in with the coordinating little punch, but that can then go quite prettily straight on the front. Now I'm going to put that on with a dimensional, I think, because I quite like the full height. So we'll put a large dimensional straight in the center, and then that can go in on the center here, which I think just makes for a very pretty hanging to go on the tree. I really like that. With the it picks up the whisper white in there as well, and I would do a green one on this one. Now then we just need to get some twine. Now I've got some twine that is, it's actually retard twine. Now we do some different colored twines, but I've still got some of this from last year because our twine lasts. You get such a lot in there, it lasts quite a long time, so it's quite a nice thing to do, and just have some coordinating twine. So fold it in half. Twine is the best thing to use if you're going to hang it from your tree because it just works very well. And then I'm just going to put it through on both sides. Like that. Put the little piece in through the center, like that. There we go. And then you've got a very pretty little hanging to go on the tree. So what can we put inside these? Well, I've got a couple of things that fit absolutely perfectly. So we have got one little tea light. Now it will fit one little tea light absolutely perfectly. So you can put that up in on the tree and you've got your one little tea light. It will also fit one little chocolate coin. So again, you can put a chocolate coin in there. It will also fit a small, one of the small chocolate sweets. In fact, I've done, this is the one I did earlier, which I did in non-traditional colours because I just wanted a non-traditional one, and it will fit one of the little tiny chocolates that you get in the tins now. So, you know, lots of different ideas that you can fit in there because they literally fit perfectly inside on there. So you've got, you know, little chocolate in there. You've got a chocolate coin in this one. You could probably fit a couple of chocolate coins actually, but you know, if you just want to have the chocolate coins hanging from the tree, you've got that one. And you've got, let's put this one in this one because I've got some adult family that will come round, and a little tea light is always a nice thing. So we'll put the little tea light in there like that. So a very simple, easy little idea, but something again that looks very pretty hanging from the tree. Do it in whatever colours you want, and because you're using just such a tiny little scrap of paper, it really is quite a nice little frugal gift. And again, decorate it as you want. I didn't want to put sentiments on this one because, as I say, I really love these bows. I think these bows are just so pretty, and it doesn't take too much to actually cut them out, but I really like that one. So again, thank you so much for watching me. As always, please stay safe, please stay well, and please be kind. Bye bye.